What's up, South Jacksonville? It's Greg Nelson here, candidate for Village Trustee in the April election, and I wanted to talk to you today about my thoughts on public meeting transparency. Public meetings are the way in which our public officials communicate with the community, with the citizens, taxpayers. And there are things already in place, the Open Meetings Act, that are a set of laws that enable people to be able to know when meetings are going to be held, know what's going to be talked about, so that they can go and they can see and they can comment in the comments from the floor section. They can be more involved by knowing when these meetings are going to take place. But the thing I wanted to touch on today is what I see as a need for greater transparency. If I were to review meeting minutes, and obviously minutes aren't a word-for-word transcript. So if I were to review them and see that there was a discussion about a certain topic, and maybe there's like a couple of highlights from the discussion, but I wanted to see exactly what was said, I'd have to put in a request for the audio recording of the meeting, which I believe you need to submit a FOIA request for. And I'm not a big fan of that process. I think that the people deserve to know what's going on, what's said, how it's said, because you can say a very innocent sounding thing in a very menacing way, and what you've done is make a menacing comment, but in a written transcript or in minutes, it's not going to go down as a menacing comment, or rude or mean. And our public officials need to be held to a higher standard than possibly being rude or mean to our citizens. So it's my belief that all public meetings should be video recorded and then placed online for people to watch. You can see exactly what's said, you can see how it's said, you can see if people get into a argument, you can see if it's a civil discourse that you can call an argument because it's two people that don't agree on something having a debate, or they get into a shouting match, and you can see if someone crosses the line, or you can see if a person makes a promise and then doesn't keep it, or if they just anything. I mean, you can see what happens. And, I think that anyone who wants to view a meeting should be able to. And some people are not able to make it to the meetings in person, whether they work evenings, at a place, or they, don't have transportation, or so something of that on those lines. They should still be able to see what goes on, because the technology we have today enables that. It makes it very easy. What I propose is to take advantage of the renovations that were done in the meeting room at Village Hall with, there's a new projector screen, but there's also a sound system with microphones and speakers, and that system can then be tied into a video system that could video record the meetings for them to be placed online somewhere. And the technology exists, as long as the internet connection at Village Hall would support it, to live stream these videos. Anybody that can't physically arrange transportation or can't get out of the house can pull the meeting up on their phone or their tablet or their computer and still watch. Or a person who works at a job where they're able to have a screen up while they're working and and watch the meeting as it unfolds. One potential service would be using YouTube or Facebook Live. I think YouTube would work a little better for the ease of archival of the video, but you can stream it through there, and you can configure your setup to use a camera, and draw the audio from the sound system in the room, and then kick it out to the streaming service, and you put a link on the website. Anybody can watch it from anywhere they want. and then the videos are automatically archived there. You don't have to do anything. You just provide a link. Here, you want to go see what happened in a meeting? Bam, there's the video. And I think that is really important for government to be accountable to the people. And I believe this is an important step towards governmental transparency, so that anyone who wants to see what happens in a public meeting can see it, either as it's happening or the next day. Our public officials would be held to a greater standard of what they say, how they say it, how they conduct themselves in public, in front of people, so that not only the half a dozen, or 10 people or whatever that are able to make it to a meeting can see, a person's body language, so anybody can see it, and that there's a video record of it. To draw this to a close, I believe that an integral part of public meeting transparency is to video the meetings and have them available online so that anyone can watch them, see them, go back to old meetings. It holds our elected officials accountable for what they say and how they say it, and it also enables people to be present at the meeting who otherwise would not be able to physically be there, so they can also be involved in their government, even if they have circumstances which prevent them from physically being at these meetings. So if you like this video, please hit the like button down below on YouTube, or the like button on the post on Facebook. And if you want to see more that I make or see any of my previous videos, click the subscribe button over here. And if you have already subscribed and you just want to kick to other videos that I've made about the trustee election and my position, my thoughts and feelings, go ahead and hit the playlist link over here. Thanks for watching. Have a great night.